looks like an anthropology find. It wasn't. It was IKEA. That's probably the only time you'll ever hear me say that I love the flat bottom. This feels like an accordion. Welcome back. It's a few days later and I have all the things here so we can do our haul. So let's jump into it. I've tried to like split things up based on like categories of where they go around the house. So the first category that we have is dog toys, because if you're new here, hi, I spoil my dogs. Welcome. So basically we have this snake. It's actually a puppet, which we realized after the fact. The dogs have already gotten to it. But this is just like a plush snake that we found, and watching Milo carry this around was one of the highlights of my life. We also got them each, every time we go, they each get a panda. One of the pandas has already been like commandeered. So this is the other one. These little hearts. These are more like Daisy's size because they're a little bit smaller. She can just put them in her mouth, her little mouth, and just like carry them around. And so cute. So those are the things that we picked up for the dogs. Obviously, none of those are actual dog toys. I don't expect them to like last very long. I have a dog. Her name is Daisy. She's a ripper. So no matter what you give her, she will rip it up. So we buy these with the full intention knowing that they will be ripped up in a matter of seconds, but it's fine. Next, let's move on to like the bigger items. So these are not as fun in my opinion, but these were necessary. These are the curtains. These are upside down. So we actually went to IKEA to get curtains for our house. Right now in the rental house that we're renting, there is no curtains. Like the curtains are just shears. So they literally do absolutely nothing. So we obviously had to go pick up some new curtains, and I am 1000% a stand for the IKEA curtains because they're so good. They're affordable. You can get them in varying lengths. They're good quality. Love them. They have a variety of colors as well. So this is the one that we settled for, is the Ritva. Depending on like how high your ceilings are, they probably will have the right curtain length for you, which is awesome. These ones are white, kind of a cream color, and they're like a canvasy material, which I really like because I like to have light in the house. So I want curtains that are well made and sturdy and will give us some privacy, but also don't block out all of the light. We also got the rods. We went for black this time. We got a few of those, enough for the house. And then you need the brackets, and these are like the end caps. So let me like open this for you. The thing with the IKEA curtains, if you've never been there and looked at their curtains, you can like really mix and match to your heart's content. So they have all different kinds. They have like white, black, they have metallic finishes and colors as far as like hardware. They also have like a whole bunch of different kinds of end caps. So this is the one we went for this time just because it like fit the style of the home a little bit better. Okay, other home things. We picked up a couple of like entryway rugs, just some like really basic rugs. These are super duper thin. I can never find rugs this thin because when you have like a really small gap between the door and like the frame, like or the floor, it's sometimes hard to get like those thicker entryway rugs, but I like to have something on the inside of the doors to help with like not tracking stuff into the house. So I picked up a small one and a big one. Dun, 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 dun. I also have washed these. The more you wash them, they will eventually sort of like lose their like shape, sort of. They kind of get bent and wrinkled and stuff, but like you can rinse them off, you could hose them, you could wash them, like whatever. It doesn't matter if they get dirty. Love them. So in terms of like entryway things, this is a shoe tray. So you can just like put your shoes in there. If you have like muddy shoes or whatever, just put them in there. So we're probably going to use that on the deck. And then I also bought a few of these. So these are basically shoe racks. So you like put them together. I want to show you this. Like this, you can stack them and then you can like put your shoes on them in your closet. So they like stack, which is what I need because I have a minimal amount of shoe space, but I am expanding my shoe collection, so I need to use the vertical space. So I got 4 of those, and I figure I can either do like one level all across the full closet, or I can do 2 like double deckers, but we'll see. Also, this is really why I got this out. Do not sit on this, okay, everyone, in case you were curious. This is not a stool for children. This is a fun thing. I would classify this as fun. This is a plant, like rack, stand. I don't know. It's white. Here you go. It's called the olive blad. So there, because I have a lot of plants. And one of the things about moving into this house is that it does not have the amount of natural light that our corner apartment had, which was actually devastating. So my plants, a few of them they're temperamental. They are not happy with me because they're not getting enough light. So I thought, let me get a plant stand. It's a 3-tier. I can put it in front of the window, and then at least 3 of my plant babies can possibly live their best lives. Next, I picked up these couch cushions. So these are just like the round, these are like the round velvety ones. They're so soft. Oh my God, I just want to like sleep on them. And I've never seen them in white. Oh my gosh, they had so many colors. They had white, pink, green, and blue. And maybe yellow, I'm not sure. They had so many colors. I've never seen them in that many colors before. I also picked up a pink one. I had a pink one before, and I don't know where it went. I lost it. I'm pretty sure that I maybe gave it to my brother's girlfriend at some point. And anyway, Ashton, if you have my pink cushion, bring her back because I miss her. In the meantime, I just picked up this one because I actually use it like in my desk chair. It feels very luxe for an IKEA piece, and it looks so luxe. Like, this looks like an Anthropologie find. It wasn't. It was IKEA. Oh, speaking of plants, it's not an IKEA trip unless I pick up a pot. This is a little, it reminds me of an egg because it's like a glossy, what is that color? What is that like finish? It's like a glossy finish. It's a shiny finish, and it's got like a scalloped edge. It's got little like raised dots on it. So cute. Here's the thing. There's this debate. Do we get pots with holes in them or do we not? And I know some people are like, you have to buy a plant pot that has a hole in it for drainage. Here's what I'm gonna say to that. I just put a layer of gravel at the bottom, and that serves as the drainage. All of my pots that are in my house do not have holes because I do not want like the way that I set up my plants. There is no room for like a drainage ditch, a drainage tray, whatever it's called. And frankly, that looks hideous, and I don't want that under my plants. And I'm not gonna just put it on the ground and allow the water to drain into the carpet. So I am a no drainage hole kind of lady, and I will die on this hill. You do not need a hole in your pot, okay? Just put a layer of gravel. You know, it needs to be a thick layer, depending, you know, obviously depending on the size of your plant, but like I would fill her about this way up with gravel, and that's all you need, okay? So if anybody tells you, hey, it has to have a drainage hole in it, it has to have a drainage hole, they're lying to you. Okay, I think next maybe we should just talk about like kitchen, because I think the rest of these things that I have are just like kitchen stuff. So I got one of these. This is a thing that's called, I'm forgetting, I'm just gonna show you the picture because I forgot the word. Wow, I've literally ripped it in half. Okay, let me just stay tuned. Hold on. Intermission, technical difficulties. What's happening here? Okay. Does this work? Can you see it? Yeah, you can kind of see it. So here is, they have 2 sizes. You can see them on the back here. Oh my God, good Lord. This is such a good, smooth, like production quality video here. Like, wow, I am so impressed with myself. That was sarcasm. Okay, anyway, there's like 2 different sizes. So this is the smaller size, this is the bigger size. I love these. I have several sizes of each, and they basically are like shelf. You put them in your kitchen cabinet, and then you have another like layer of like shelving. So we have a kitchen cabinet. It's like, I don't know, huge. I can't even for scale. I don't know. It's really tall, probably like 2 feet tall. Maybe that's an exaggeration. And there's no shelving. There's none. There's like the bottom shelf that serves as the bottom of the cabinet, and there's no additional shelving in there. And I looked through the rest of the cabinets to see if like somebody had taken it out and put it in another cabinet. None of the other cabinets fit. So like, I don't know what renter before just came in and stole the shelves out of this one cabinet, but like, what? So anyways, I was like, we need to pick up another one of these. I'm gonna put this in the cabinet, and then I can create multiple like levels of stuff. So I love those shelves. In the IKEA in Denver, if you didn't know, we just moved from Denver. We're living in Omaha, we just moved from Denver. In the Denver IKEA, those were few and far between. If you were lucky enough to get into an IKEA, the minute they opened, you could probably score some of these, but they like sold out so fast, and they never, I don't know, they just didn't restock them as fast as I would have liked. So if you see those, get them. In the Kansas City IKEA, which is obviously where we went, they had a million things. They had a million of them. And I was like living in shelf, like extension liner, level liner heaven. What is that called? Somebody tell me. A shelf riser? I feel like that's not right. Like, there's a word. And, you know, the product name is Verrier. What is going on? Love them. Can't have enough of them. You can use them in your kitchen. You can use them in your bathroom. You can use them in your linen closet. You can use them in your regular closet. You could use them in your kids' room. The possibilities are endless. Okay, now we're gonna focus on the really most important / funnest things ever, which is like the full kitchen section and the food. Okay, so I got one of these finally. This is like a cookbook rest. So here you're like cooking your food, and you set it here, and you like are like, oh wow, let me just read what's next in this cookbook. Okay, great. So if you want to be the Rachel Ray of your house, if you want to be the Jacques Pepin of your house, if you want to be Le Julia Child, that was so awful. Anyways, it's a cookbook rest, and every time we go, I look at these and I'm like, I don't need one of those. But I was like, for the love of God, I just want one. And I do need one actually, because I cook a lot now. But basically, I'm cooking almost every night. And so having like a little cookbook thing where I can put my recipe, we get HelloFresh a lot. Or even if I'm using a cookbook, or if I'm using my tablet and using like a recipe that's online, it's just nice to have it stood up, you know? It makes me feel, and that's, I think, what we all need to feel. Let me just read for you the name of these. Snook Rabba. Could be also Snook Rabba. So with that name, put your guesses in, enter your guess into the comments below. What did I buy? Snook Rabba, Snook Rabba. What is it? Okay, they're napkins. I don't know. I just noticed this as this was the name when I was bringing these things out, and I was like, wow, okay. Here's why I like them. Every time I go to IKEA, I buy some, because you can just open them like this. Wow, okay. I mean, ideally, you would probably open them a little bit better than I did. And they come up like this. They're just, we're gonna try that again. They come up like tissues, okay? It's like a built-in dispenser, and they come up like tissues, and they're napkins, but they're not in like, you know when you buy napkins at the store? They're like that paper, there's like that plastic film around them. I'm not here for that. This is a cardboard box. You can recycle it. And I know some people are like, you could just buy reusable napkins. Yes, I could, but then I have to wash them, and also then they get stained, and then I don't like the stains, and it's a thing. That's one of those things. I like want to be the person who uses reusable napkins, but like I am not right now in this point in my life. Maybe one day, but she's not there yet. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna continue to buy the Snook Rabba from IKEA. The little picture on this is like minuscule, so I'm gonna try and open it, and so that you can, and I'm gonna like bring it out and you can see it for what it is. Okay, wow, this packaging, oh no, it's not even, well, in true IKEA form, it's literally not even put together. So, okay, gonna have to spend some time putting that together. Actually, this looks like a fun AF project. So basically, what you do, I'm gonna, hopefully I don't break it just by like, oh, okay, this is very easy. Like the irony of this is like a pot rack. Okay, so you like, it has the pegs and then like peg, and you can like spread it out. And you can like put your pot, your like lids or your pans or whatever, like they air dry in between there. If you're like doing the dishes, they can like air dry. Or I imagine you could store your pots as well, or like your lids. You could store them in your cabinet like this. But I think the fact that it literally came disassembled and you have to like actually assemble this just is very comical in my mind. I mean, it's IKEA, what do you expect? Anyways, I'm going to use this for our reusable bags. So like our reusable Ziplocs. So we have Stasher reusable Ziplocs. This video is not sponsored, but they are the superior reusable Ziploc bag. And I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. So if you're interested, I will link them below for you. But anyways, I wash them. I like to hand wash them, and then they need to like, sorry if the camera is shaking. I've decided that this is the time I like to put this together. So we're going for it. Oh, when I hand wash them, they need to like dry up, right? Obviously, so that the air can get inside and like dry them. And so what I do now is I like prop them on like a cup or something, but I'm gonna use this and they'll dry on this. So I am noticing this is like getting dirt on my fingers just when I'm putting this together. So, and it's not, it's that like shiny steel. It's not like a rust-proof steel. So if you are going to use this for like air drying your dishes, just keep that in mind that it probably could rust if you leave like water on it for extended periods of time. So, I mean, you know, just keep that in mind. You could probably like paint it and put like some sort of coating over it. I don't care that much. If it doesn't work for air drying because it gets rusted, then I'll probably just use it for something else. But anyways, all right. In the time that I've been talking, I've literally put this together so you can actually see what it looks like. Just call me Bob the Builder. See? And then you can like, oh, that's too big. You can like put them closer together. This feels like an accordion. Isn't that the one where like, okay. I need to be done. Kitchen utensils. I picked this up. This is a wooden spoon, but it has the flat bottom. So good. This is my ideal spatula in terms of like when you're like stirring, like let's say you're cooking peppers or ground beef or like, I don't know, a sauce or eggs. So good for eggs. I love the wooden spoon. They don't scrape up your pans, and I love the flat bottom. And that's probably the only time you'll ever hear me say that I love a flat bottom. Okay, moving on. This is a whisk. This is a rubber. It's got like rubber. It's not metal because the metal whisk that we have, while she is a beauty and a queen, it is scraping up our nonstick pan, which not good. So silicone, that's the word I was looking for. So I got a silicone whisk so I can whisk all my gravies and not ruin my nonstick pan. I also picked up these. If you know me, you will be like, that's very on brand. Okay. These are kitchen scrubbers. These are the scrubbers that you use to scrub your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher. If you don't scrub your dishes and you put them in the dishwasher, how does that work? Are you a magical wizard? Because I have to scrub all my dishes before they go in. Anyways, the square brush is the ideal brush. They also have a round one, but the square one is the ideal one because I feel like you can just get every nook and cranny. And they have this like plastic piece here. So you can like, if you got some real stuck on food. And so we bought this many of them because sometimes the bristles will wear down like after several months of extended use. And so then you'll just have to swap them out for a new one. So, these are so good. These are like, I don't know, $2 or something. If you go to Target and buy a scrubber, it's gonna be like, I don't know, $12 or something absolutely ridiculous like that. And listen, all it's doing is scrubbing the dishes. I don't need to pay $12 for it. So instead, I'll just stock up when I go to IKEA. You should have seen me at IKEA like digging in the bin because I wanted the white ones because I am a neutral girly. And then Alex threw these colored ones in my cart at the end and I just didn't have the energy to like throw them out there and then. But trust me, I wanted to. These are the tea towels. These are the only tea towels we allow in our house. Why? Because, I don't know, they're just great and they're inexpensive. If you, as you will have known from the napkin conversation, listen, we are a household. We eat a lot of colorful food, okay? That includes pasta sauce. That includes like food with food coloring. That includes like berries. I don't know, all the things. When I have a tea towel and I'm cooking, sometimes they get stained, okay? Sometimes it gets berry juice on it. What I do is I'll wash the berries and then I'll set them in the colander like on a tea towel to dry. And the berry juice will stain the tea towel, okay? Sometimes I've got something on my hands and it's pasta sauce and I wipe my hands with a tea towel. They get stained. It's just life. And I am not the kind of person who will buy a decorative tea towel and have it in my kitchen, because inevitably I will reach for it and then it will get stained. Also, I will not buy any other kind of tea towel because, like I said, they get stained. I'm ripping the tags off if you can hear that. They get stained, they get ripped, and I'm not gonna pay more than like what, freaking $3 or whatever for tea towels. So, every time I go, I buy these. In fact, I wish I'd bought more. And sometimes they come out with seasonal prints, and sometimes they have other prints, but if I'm honest, I just like the regular, like OG, boring AF print because, as we've discussed many times, I am boring AF. Are you ready for the most fun part of the haul? The funnest part. Alex hates when I say funnest. He's like, it's more fun. So I just say that to annoy him. Are you ready for the funnest part of the haul? Okay. We are talking beverages. We are talking fun. Now, you're probably like, Anne, I didn't know they showed alcoholic beverages at IKEA. They don't. Wish they did, but they don't. They do, however, sell Dryek Boubel. Just, can you, what does that say? Dryek Boubel. This is the apple and lingonberry, sparkling apple and lingonberry flavored drink from concentrate with other natural flavors. The lingonberry stuff is so good. Literally, absolutely delicious. So I bought one of those. We got one of these. It's just like, it's juice, basically, but it's fun juice. And I got 3 of these because I could probably, man, if I could just like have an IV fluid of these, I would. These are the pear one. So it's like the pear juice. So it's sparkling, it's Dryek Boubel Paron. The other one was what? Oh, it was apple and lingonberry. Apple and lingon. Okay, so this is the Peron. It's the sparkling pear flavored drink from concentrate with other natural flavors. What is the other natural flavors? I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. But basically, it's a pear drink. And it's carbonated. So think of it like carbonated pear juice. So good. I've seen before they have like the tall cans of that, and they're kind of like single serve, but they're the taller cans. They didn't have those. So instead they have the bottles. And I was like, well, I'll just take the bottle because, I mean, I was like, I'll just get a couple of those single serve cans. And then I saw these bottles and I was like, wow, okay, this is way more pear juice for my pleasure. So they're really good. If you want to try them and you don't want to buy a full bottle, go to the cafe, because if you go to the cafe, in their like drink dispensing machine, they have all different flavors. They have like the lingonberry, they have the pear one, they have like another one, can't remember what they are. But so you can like just get a cup, you can just get like a cup for the juice or the drink or whatever. And you can just go and like try them and see which one you like better. And then you can usually buy them down like at the checkout is where they have their food. So it's just fun. It's like a different thing. I mean, I don't know about you, but like in our grocery store, they don't just have like sparkling pear juice. That's not a thing. Okay, other things I bought were these. We actually bought 5 of them, but one of them is in the pantry because Alex was very excited. This is their gravy. So it's called the Allemandstraten. And it is everyone's right to field forests in a fine meal with savory sauce. This is just gravy, y'all. It's just their IKEA gravy. But it's really good. Again, if you want to try it, go into the cafeteria, they have it for you. Here's the thing. The meatballs are fine. They're fine. Yeah. Do I eat them? Yeah. When I go, do I buy them every time? Yeah. Do I like them? Yeah. But really the killer thing of that meal is the gravy. The gravy is killer. Okay, the video rudely cut out while I was talking about how delicious the gravy is. Anyways, the gravy is good. We picked up 5 of those packets. Then I picked up a little roll of this. These are little jam thumbprint cookies. They're so good. These ones are the raspberry. I think they have like chocolate and maybe some other ones. So good. So fun. Love them. And finally, this is probably the thing I'm most excited about. Maybe, I don't know, I've probably said that like 55 times already in this vlog. And it's an IKEA advent calendar. And normally I'm like, I usually do like an advent calendar, like a fancy one. Like we're talking skincare, we're talking nail polish, we're talking bath bombs. So that's usually kind of my vibe. However, I love a good advent calendar. Every year I buy the beer advent calendar for Alex at Costco. And then I buy myself something nice. Anyways, normally I'm not a chocolate advent calendar girly, but look at the fun chocolates. I'm trying to see if you can see it. Okay, yeah. That are available in this advent calendar. I was like, okay, wow. What is this? Guadanja? Don't even know what that is. I'm gonna try it. Okay, so Stracciatella. I'm gonna try it. And so I'm really excited for this. So stay tuned because in December, I'm going ham. So anyways, okay. That is all of the things that I got at IKEA. That's probably my biggest IKEA haul ever. And we had to do the things. We don't go to IKEA that often. In fact, the last time I posted an IKEA vlog was like a year ago. I will link that below if you want to look at it. Thank you for following along. Thank you for watching. And with that being said, I think that's it. So subscribe if you are interested in chaotic videos like this because that is what you're gonna get here, my friends. I would love to have you join the community. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.